Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we have another epic video with Matteo Lopical over here, recurring face on the channel. He's going to be showing us his epic top 16 Despia deck profile that he took to the Toronto Regional the other day. He did absolutely incredible with the deck, and without further ado, be sure to smash on comment down below what you guys think of the deck. And Matteo, do you want to take it from here?
Let's get right into it.
Alright.
We'll start with the main deck, obviously. Start with 3 Alibra. This is the best normal summon in the game. This card's broken. This card, like, Brand Infusion is a broken card. That means this card's a broken card. It's 3 more copies of Brand Infusion. Obviously, you just game immediately. 3 Despia Tragedy. This card's just really good to open because of the Patrick engine, so I really enjoyed having it at 3. Then 1 Ad Libitum. That's all I run for the Despia engine. It felt quite nice. I was okay with it, for sure. Then for the Albaz stuff, I ran 2 Fallen of Albaz. This card was perfect at 2. If I played 3, I would have actually been quite disappointed with the deck for sure, because it bricks so much at 3. So 2 is fine. Then 1 Mercurier. This card is so broken. I would never play more than 1, but it's broken. 1 Albion. This card was also really good. There's a lot of times where I would send Tragedy with Brand Infusion, not use his effect, and then use Albion to send another card, and basically banish this to set it back.
Super quickly, actually. So I know this isn't about Albion, but in your other deck profile, you're running 3 copies of Mercurier. What happened that you changed it to 1?
I cut Allure. Also, it was just incorrect, to be completely honest. Like, I think if you're running Allure, the most you run is 2, but even still, I think I like 1. 1 still feels fine.
Alright.
That's it for the Albaz stuff. Then the Fairy Tale Snow. This card's busted. This card won me so many games. 2 Chain. This was supposed to be 3, but it was a mistake in the list, but 2 worked fine.
Awesome. So are you keeping 2 or?
I'm just going to play 2 because it worked fine.
Alright.
3 Ash is the best hand trap of the format. I am considering main decking Jewel as well, because Jewel's kind of cringe right now, so. But like, Ash is pretty good.
Awesome.
Then for the spells, 3 Brand Infusion. I mean, this card's busted. If you play less, you got something wrong with you, right? Yeah. 3 Branded Opening. Opening's really sick. I mean, it's just another 3 copies of Brand Infusion. So there's no reason not to play 3. 2 Branded in red.
Yep.
Branded red's really good. If you play more, it bricks a lot. So I think 2 is a perfect ratio. And then for the last Branded Spell Trap, 1 Branded Lost. Lost is really good. This card, the amount of chain links I've locked people out of with Lost is ridiculous.
Awesome. Would you run more copies of Lost?
No.
Alright.
That is very incorrect.
Awesome.
Then for the Patrick stuff, 2 Patrick, 2 Polly. I think this was perfect. If I increase the deck count to 47, I'd play a 3rd copy of this, or like by 47, just more copies. This is at 45 right now, 44. But I'd play more copies of Patrick if I were playing a higher deck count.
So even with the 2 chain, this is fine for you?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Then on to the power 1 of spells. 1 Call By, 1 Foolish, 1 Gold Start, 1 Feather Duster. I think I'd cut Feather Duster going forward because Mystic Mind, I'm not too scared of it in the main deck anymore. I don't really care for it. And this card just becomes a brick a lot, but like it was okay during the event.
Okay.
Then we have 3 Droplet. This is supposed to be Super Poly. At the event, I played Super Poly, but going forward, I'm playing Droplet because Droplet is way more correct. Droplet, like, into sorts of flunderies, and even the mirror match sometimes, Droplet's just better. Droplet just has more interactions against every deck in the format, so I'd rather play Droplet. I think Super Poly is definitely cuttable right now. Then on to 3 Crosso. This card was really good. I called Brand Infusion so many times, or not Brand Infusion, sorry, D-Barrier so many times with this card, it was crazy. This card was super good.
How about in the mirror? Did it come up a lot?
Yeah, the mirror, I just called Brand Infusion, I won instantly.
Alright.
Like, immediately. Then for the Spice, 3 Mass Change too. So, the whole theory behind this card is, there's a couple. 1, this dodges Imperm on Alibur. 2, you can discard cards like Chain, trigger their effects. And 3, when you put Dark Law on board, they can't use cards like Veiler, Crow, Droll, and some other smaller hand traps. So it locks them out of using some hand traps for the rest of the game. And then just also rips cards. This card's just like a really good floodgate too.
Awesome.
1 Banishment. This card is crazy. This card is really good.
Would you say that it acts as a Super Poly for the deck, so you don't need
It is, yeah, it is. So like, you don't set this unless you're playing in the mirror match, but if you're playing in the mirror match, it's an FTK. This card is auto win.
And outside of the mirror match?
Huh?
Outside of the mirror match?
It's okay. There's still utility to set him back with Albion and Enphase, because you can still summon back Mirror Jade with it and get a banish.
Okay.
So, onto the extra deck.
Yep.
I ran 2 Mirror Jade. This is pretty standard. It was good. Two came up a lot actually, so I was okay with it. I played 1 Lubellion. The second one like literally never came up. I'm super glad I didn't play 2. 1 was perfect for me. If I played more, 100% would have been the most dead card in my extra deck. Then I played 3 Albion. This card was really good. I used 3 a lot because I like to play grindier games with this deck. This card came up a lot. 1 Albalanetis, 1
Brigand.
Brigand, yeah. I always forget this guy's name. This card is just here because it can search Tribe Mercurier and it can also summon Albaz. This card was quite mediocre to be honest, but it was only here for Dragon Link because Dragon Link's been gaining popularity. So it's just, I don't know if I'd cut it, but I also don't know if I'd keep it. I'm very confused.
Let's put it this way, you prefer that over the second Lubellion, right?
Yeah, 100%. Because it gives you an extra dunk fodder for this.
Great.
Then Double Masquerade. This card's crazy. Like you can't play less, and there's no space for more. Or there's space, but you wouldn't ever play more. 1 Dark Law.
That's the spice right there.
Yeah, this card was nice. This card was really good.
Did the hand loop effect come out?
It did. So basically, every time I summoned this card, I won the game. I think like there was 1 specific game that I lost, but 2 game loss with this card. Other than that, like this card hit the board, I won the game, and it hit the board like about 6 or 7 times. It was crazy.
Sick.
Then 2 Guardian Chimera. This card was really good. I summoned 2 a lot actually, because going second, you crack the board with 1, and then you use the other one to make another copy on their turn. So
would
really
you
good.
ever consider running 3?
No.
Okay.
3. I don't think I've ever wanted a 3rd copy. Even against trap decks, 2 is just more than enough.
Awesome.
And then 1 Cordis, 1 Drago Stapelia. Cordis was actually kind of crazy, and Drago Stapelia was really good.
Which is better in your opinion?
Drago Stapelia is better, but Cordis has like its own utility. It's good against Sword because it's a pain in the ass to out. If like you can bait Bishuda, this card's a super big pain in the ass to out because you just make everything 0 and they can't attack over it. So
and the floating effect, did that come
The floating effect is so good. The floating effect basically made this card is what makes this card good into Sword Soul.
Awesome.
Now onto the side deck. I think my side deck was pretty good.
40 card main deck, by the way?
It was not. It's like 45 or 46.
All right, and no consistency issues, though, right?
I didn't break once actually. So,
Awesome.
So 3 D-Bear. This card's like a must at 3 right now. Thing is, I actually crossed out D-Barrier more than I like used D-Barrier, so it's kind of neat.
That's useful.
2 Twin. The reason I played 2 Twin is because I went for 3 Lightning Storm and 1 Red Reboot. So my whole theory behind this is I wanted some amount of chainable back removal because anti-spell is still annoying, but Lightning Storms is so bloated that I decided that I would rather have 3 copies of this card, and it was super good. Lightning Storm was one of the best side deck cards in my.
So you'd keep it this way?
Yeah, I'd keep it this way.
All right.
Then 3 Nib. 3 Nib, never coming out of my side deck. This card's broken. This card won me so many games, it's ridiculous. Every time I open this, I won the game.
Against what did you start it?
I literally sided it against every single matchup except Flunderies. Even in the mirror match, people got really greedy, and Nib like actually came up a lot.
All right.
Then 3 Dark Lure No More.
And I'm assuming that came up a lot.
Dark Lure No More. Again, these 2 cards, I opened them together a lot, and they were just so good. It cleared almost every board I played against. Like back row decks, I had no problem playing against anything because my side deck was pretty in tune for what I was expecting.
And you came top 16, right?
I came 11th, yeah.
11th. All right, great and awesome. I believe that's it for the deck,
that's
right?
it for the deck.
Awesome. Thank you so much once again to Matteo Piccolo for coming onto the channel, showing us his epic Despia deck profile. Of course, congratulations to you on the event, and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of the deck, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, guys. Peace.